If you've made it this far, you've made it through the worst part. The body is the longest part. For our bottom ribbing, we're going to set up one just kind of plain row still with our size 8 needles. If you have an even number at the end, you're just going to switch to your size 7s and keep going. If you don't, you're going to decrease 1 to create an even number. Put your size 7 needles on there, and then we're going to start our ribbing. We're doing a little 1 by 1 ribbing. I only did 10 rows, so technically that little chunk, that little color chunk at the bottom is a little bit shorter than all the rest of them. So if you really wanted to do all 13, so you've got one setup row, you'd do 12 more of ribbing if you wanted to. You don't have to. You could even make it shorter if that's what feels right to you. Once you finish all of your ribbing rows, however many you decide to do, we're going to start to cast off our stitches. So you could do that however you like. I'm just using like a plain cast off stitch here. It's not as stretchy as some other ones. So if you need a little extra room, a little extra stretch at the bottom to get over a booty or anything else, feel free to do it a different way. Absolutely up to you guys. Once we finish casting off this last row, we're going to start to work on the sleeves. So the sleeves are going to have like a little bit of a gap where the body stitches kind of joined. They leave almost like a little gap there. And in that little gap, we're just going to pick up some stitches so we don't have a little hole. Unless you're like a really sweaty person and you love the idea of a little vent hole under there, then absolutely feel free. So you're just kind of picking up random little strands of yarn there across the top. If you pull up a piece and it still kind of has a hole, you're going to try for a different side of the yarn. If you are perfectly kind of snugged up there, you're just going to keep going. You'll work that arm the same way as all the others, 13 rows. Once we get to the bottom, that's when we are going to join back up again to finish the ribbing on